Hey everyone, I'm Selvidge, and today I want to talk with you guys about reading and some of the positive aspects that reading has on your life, and also starting your children out reading at a pretty early age. I really like to read. I have loved to read as far back as I can remember, basically. And I owe my love of reading to my mom. She got me really interested in reading at a really early age, and it's just kind of stuck with me throughout my life. According to kidshealth.org, it's really great to start reading to your kids when they're babies, because even though they can't communicate back to you, they're starting to learn the early stages of communication. And communication between people is one of the most important things. You're also helping them to get a jump start on building great listening skills and memory skills and vocabulary skills that are not only going to help them when they're younger, but these skills are going to carry with them throughout their lives. Also, according to reachoutandread.org, starting your kids reading at an early age exposes them to vocabulary words and ideas and certain things that more than likely they're not going to come across in just everyday conversation, but it's something that could help them out later on. Also, on the website I was reading, it shows that some studies have been done, and children that have a problem with reading at an early age, when the issue isn't addressed and fixed, it could go on to have some negative impacts on their life, because some of these children, as they grow and they don't read on the level that they need to be reading, sometimes it can have self-esteem issues for them, and this could make them start missing school, or they could start getting in trouble at school, and even this problem can even carry on into adulthood and end up causing substance abuse or alcohol abuse, which I just thought was really interesting, because I don't really look at reading as something that could affect something like that, but it does, because reading is a really important thing, and when you're lagging behind, sometimes you don't try to fix it. The negatives just hold you back, and when negatives hold you back for so long, obviously not everything's going to go how it should go. As I was reading up on some of the material about the importance of reading, I came across an article about dyslexia. I personally hadn't really thought about dyslexia. I don't have that issue, but this article on scholastic.com stated that 10 million children nationwide suffer with dyslexia, and it's not something that you outgrow. If you're diagnosed with it, you have it for the rest of your life. But it's not something that has to hold you back. I read a lot about a lot of great actors, and even some book writers and some screenwriters that have dyslexia, but they had the support system behind them at an early age that got them into reading and taught them some great skills about how to fight it. And reading is one of the easiest ways to help overcome the difficulties of dyslexia, because when you're reading, especially when you're reading out loud, you associate sounds with letters. And children, when they get by themselves, when they're having to read by themselves, they associate those sounds with letters. So when they come upon a word that they stumble on or they can't say, it's really easy for them to just look at it and think, oh, well, this letter makes this sound and this letter makes this sound, so this word must be this word. And it's just a really easy thing to do to help them fight it. Now, people read every day, whether you're reading a text message or an email, or you're driving and you're reading, stop signs or street signs. But most people don't think about it. They read without even consciously thinking about it, because it's just something that they do. But it's just something that everybody needs to think about, because reading is just a really important aspect, and I believe that children really need to be getting into reading more. I remember when I was in school, when I was younger, some of the older kids would take time out every day to go and read to the younger kids, and that was one of the ways that my school started trying to get the younger kids into reading. And I think that it's a really great idea, because when you start reading at an early age, it helps prepare you for things that come on down the road, because it's not like you learn to read when you're little and you just don't read anymore. You read all throughout school, and you read all throughout life. And if you start out at an early age and get a really strong foundation for reading, it's going to make things a whole lot easier later on down in life. Thank you.